Hey there, my friend. Have you been hearing about Human Metapneumovirus, or HMPV, and wondering, what is it, and why should I care? Well, you're not alone. It's one of those things that sounds complicated, but is actually something we all need to know about, especially during peak respiratory seasons. Don't worry, I've got you. Let's break it down together, step by step. So, let's start with the basics. HMPV, or Human Metapneumovirus, is a respiratory virus that was first identified in 2001. But here's the kicker. It didn't just show up out of nowhere. Research shows it's been circulating among humans for decades. Now, you might be wondering, what makes HMPV so important? Well, this virus can cause infections that range from a mild cold to severe respiratory issues. And the people most at risk? Young children, the elderly, and anyone with a weakened immune system. Here's how HMPV works. It's transmitted through respiratory droplets. Think coughing, sneezing, or even touching a surface that someone with the virus has touched. Once it's in your system, it can cause symptoms like cough, fever, nasal congestion, wheezing. For most people, it's mild and manageable, like a regular cold. But in vulnerable groups, it can escalate to severe complications like bronchitis or even pneumonia. And let's be real, this isn't just about the physical symptoms. Think about how frustrating it is to feel unwell and out of control, especially if you're already dealing with something like asthma or other health challenges. It can be overwhelming, right? But here's the good news. We can take steps to protect ourselves and others. It starts with the basics. Wash your hands. Soap and water are your best friends. Cover your coughs and sneezes. Use a tissue or your elbow. Disinfect surfaces, especially high-touch spots like doorknobs and phones. Wear a mask in crowded spaces. This can help reduce the spread. And one more thing, if you're feeling sick, stay home. It's not just about you. It's about protecting those who might be more vulnerable. Now, I know what you're thinking. What if I do catch it? What can I do to feel better? Well, the first step is to listen to your body. Most cases don't require medical treatment and will resolve on their own with rest, fluids, and over-the-counter medication. But this is important. If you or someone you know is experiencing severe symptoms like difficulty breathing or persistent high fever, don't wait. Seek medical help immediately. Now let's understand how doctors figure out if HMPV is what's causing those pesky symptoms. It's not always obvious since it mimics so many other respiratory illnesses. But that's where a good clinical evaluation steps in. Your doctor will ask about your symptoms, your environment, and even recent travels or exposure during peak seasons. They'll check your breathing, your oxygen levels, and how your overall health stacks up. It's kind of like detective work for your health. If the situation calls for it, they might order some tests, like a PCR test. This fancy test looks for tiny bits of the virus's genetic material in your throat or nose. It's incredibly accurate. There's also the option for viral cultures or antigen detection. And in severe cases, they might do chest X-rays to check for signs of pneumonia. But most of the time, a solid evaluation is enough. Now, let's talk about treatment. Here's the kicker. There's no specific antiviral medication for HMPV yet. I know, it's frustrating. But don't worry, most cases are mild and can be managed right at home. Stay hydrated, rest up, and if needed, over-the-counter medications like acetaminophen can help with fever and aches. For stuffy noses, a decongestant might offer relief. The goal is to keep you comfortable while your body fights the virus. For little ones, especially babies under 2 or people with existing health conditions, things can get more serious. That's when hospitals step in with oxygen therapy or fluids. It's amazing what modern medicine can do to support recovery in tougher cases. Here's where the future gets exciting. Researchers are working tirelessly to develop vaccines and antiviral treatments for HMPV. The science is promising, like understanding the F protein of the virus. This little piece might hold the key to future vaccines that can protect the most vulnerable among us. And let's not forget, prevention is power. Wash your hands often, cover your mouth when coughing, and keep your spaces clean. If someone's feeling under the weather, give them space to recover. Compassion with a dash of caution goes a long way. Friends, the more we learn about HMPV, the better we can protect ourselves and our loved ones. It's one more reminder of how connected we all are. One person's small effort can ripple into something much bigger. So, whether it's washing your hands, staying informed, or just being there for someone who's unwell, you're making a difference. And remember, science is always moving forward, so there's hope on the horizon for even better solutions. Alright, that's it for our journey into the world of HMPV. It's been a lot to unpack, but I hope you feel a little more informed, and maybe even a little inspired to take small steps toward healthier living. Let's keep this conversation going. Drop your thoughts, questions, or even your own tips in the comments below. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Stay curious, stay kind, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.